Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on the video. As you can see from the title today, I'm going to be just talking about how I feel about the Ambition 4x4, which is the new 4x4 which Qiyi are going to be releasing by X-Man Design. So out of the box, I liked the turning, but I wasn't actually super impressed because overall the cube sort of felt a little bit dry out of the box. But it was weird because, like I said, the turning was good. A single algorithm felt absolutely fine, and then when I went to do an entire solve or an entire average, I wasn't really getting the sort of times I would have liked. So I decided to lube it. I used D&M, and I was hoping that that would fix the dryness issue, and it did a bit. But I was sort of still having the same problem where single like moves or algorithms felt fine, but I still wasn't sort of getting the times that I wanted to. I realized after a little while the corner cutting wasn't as up to scratch as it is on other cubes on the market. Although take into the consideration that might just be the tension that I have my Ambition 4x4 on. I haven't changed the tension since I got it out of the box. But just take that into account that I didn't quite like the corner cutting, but that could have just been my tension. That being said, after a few days of practice, my turning on the cube did start to get a little bit better, and I was starting to get some really good times in it. So I started off pretty bad, and now I started to get times that I would consider half decent on it. So things were looking up, and my fingers sort of adjusted to the cube to turn more precisely, to sort of compensate for that corner cutting issue. But I experienced the same sort of phenomenon, if you will, with the MGC, my current main, because when I got that last year, I took it out of the box and I didn't like it. Like, I liked the turning of it. It felt fine, but then I went to do whole solves and it was 1 or 2 seconds worse than my global average. And then over time, as I warmed up to the cube, my times started to get better than my global, and my global just improved because of the cube. And I sort of feel the same thing is happening with the Ambition now. If you decide to get it, it does need to be broken in, but once that happens, maybe a few days after you get it, it has main potential. I know people are going to ask me if I am going to be using this as my main. I don't know right now, but what I can tell you is that what I judge my main to be off of is what I naturally go for when I want to do a session of 4x4 solves. And at the moment, my hand is sort of levitating towards using the Ambition at the moment. And that's not just recency bias, because I've had the cube for over a week now. I've gotten my initial curiosity and wanting to find out about the turning of the cube out of the way with. It's just that if I want to do a 4x4 session, which cube am I going with? At the moment, I'm more likely to do the Ambition 4x4. But this is still sort of early days. Like I said, I've only had it 1 week. So how I feel about it in the coming weeks or coming months, and if I use it as my main, I definitely think it has main potential. You just need to get over the bump of the first few days where it doesn't feel quite good. But then once you get a bit of lube and practice and start to break it in, then you'll start to see how good of a cube it is. So I think I'll leave it at that for today. Well, I'll just actually, before I go, I'll give you guys a little bit of information that I know about the cube. What I do know is that it weighs 106 grams. The MGC, for comparison, weighs 115, and then the Aosu WRM weighs 210. So it's the lightest cube on the market, the lightest main cube on the market right now. And from what I've been told, it's been released on April 24th, which is just a few days away from when I'm recording this. So if you guys want to buy the cube, the link will be down in the description to the Cubicle's website, and you can purchase the cube there. I do think you should consider getting this cube because I like it personally, but that's just a personal decision you'll have to make. I don't know the pricing. I haven't been told how much it's going to cost yet. So once you guys know the price, then you guys can make your own determination over whether or not you should give this cube a go, but I would recommend it. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I will see you guys soon.